Bossman Show. Time for the portion where we give you the bad takes of the week with my girl J Monique, giving it to you with me here on the Bossman Show. Check us out at bossmanshow.com for all previous bad take segments and check those out today. Jay, what do you got for us today? Because I'm pretty sure today's takes are going to set the tone for the worst takes that are going to come as this hour progresses.
Yes. So we must have some pretty delicious crab legs going on over here. Well, actually in Alabama, I should say. Because 2 people were arrested after a buffet brawl broke out over some crab legs. This happened in Alabama, and the police say that a dispute over crab legs at a dinner buffet ended in a brawl that left 2 people facing misdemeanor charges. This happened over at the Meteor Buffet restaurant when the fight broke out. Johnson told WHN-TV that the diners were using service tongs like fencing swords and plates were shattering and a woman was beating a man. So yeah, apparently it was the man that got beat up by the woman. And Johnson says diners had been waiting in line for crab legs for more than 10 minutes and they lost their tempers once the food came out. Shakita Jenkins, that's the woman, she was charged with assaulting John Chapman, who suffered a cut on his head, and Chapman is charged with disorderly conduct.
Wow. And can you give me that name of that place again? Because the name sounded like it was a bad take. The name of the place sounded bad. Meteor Buffet. Yep. Yes, indeedy. The name already is a bad take. Meteor Buffet. That sounds very low budget and ratchet off the boot. And Shakita, the name Shakita tells me a lot already. She probably has a sew-in from the local store, Kim's Hairstyle Plus or something, where her hairstylist Shaniqua or somebody put it in for her. Now, you're at this low-budget buffet, and probably with low scores, allegedly, probably, and you're waiting for, quote, crab legs. And based on the story, it's probably in Huntsville, Alabama, because I heard WHNT some late, so it's probably Huntsville, Alabama. I know about
yep, it is.
So yeah, Alabama A&M, UNH Huntsville. I know all about that down there. So they are wild and ratchet in Huntsville. They call it Hunts Vegas. Another bad take. When you're a small town of nothing, why do you put, quote, Vegas on the end of your name? Like, no. Make Vegas, no. You're a small ass town, ain't got nothing in it but this crappy buffet where Shakita dropping my man down with, quote, over crab legs. So she probably hit him with one of them hot plates. I am those hot plates around the dadgum buffet table that's been sitting out all damn day. You gonna get some germs off of them things. And I'm like, Jade, how much that buffet actually cost? Because that's something you're telling me a lot too. How much was the all-you-can-eat buffet? Because it was like Golden Corral prices, Ryan's prices, or what? But you've been waiting in line 10 minutes, then you get to fighting over some crab legs. My lord, I can't, Jay. That's a great start to some worse takes. I can see that right now. But my God, that is ratchet as ratchet can be there.
Oh, yes, it is. And honestly, to me, like, waiting in line for 10 minutes for food really isn't that long, especially if you're at a restaurant, because half the time if you go to a restaurant, you even go to a sit-down dinner, you're going to wait way more than 10 minutes for your food to come out, exactly. Especially if you want your food done properly. So it wasn't even really that serious. Come on. Crab legs.
Yeah, and I can say it's one food I've never eaten before in my life is crab legs. I don't know how they taste, but I want to know how they taste. Something about crabs and lobsters don't sit well with me. I don't think they're good things to eat because they're living in the water when I get in a restaurant. I'm good on that. They just think they're not done very well, so I don't want them. So that's the food I'm not waiting in line for. But Golden Corral, I do know, will make you wait for steak and meat.
Yep, they sure do.
Because I went to my homeboy's birthday party at Golden Corral.
Why do you have his birthday party at Golden Corral?
That is a bad take. Yes, I know.
Just like, let's start there.
Yes, a grown-ass man invited me to a birthday party of his. He turned 33 years old, had a party at Golden Corral. I got the invite. I was perplexed by the invite. But since the food was free, I went. So I didn't pay nothing out of my pocket. But a 33-year-old man should not throw himself a birthday party at Golden Corral. That's just a bad take to me.
It is.
Yes, that is a terrible take. Thanks, Shakita, for giving me that take. That's a horrible take. A grown man at a birthday party at Golden Corral. Terrible take.
So I'm looking at Shakita's mugshot right now. She didn't even bother having her hair done. So it doesn't look like Shaquanda or any of them did her hair. It looks like her hair is just simply not done. I don't know if it's because she was in that fight why her hair looks wild and crazy like that, but her hair is looking, it ain't looking right.
You know what I love, Jay? This is just me being the cynic in me. I love when women get their hair caught on the door and the weave comes out of their hair. I'm sorry, come out their hair. Or they in a fight and they put the weave out. I love those things.
Wow.
Those things make my day, actually. I know I shouldn't admit this, but it makes my day. Because I've seen a few women get caught in doors and the weave come out of their hair like, oh, yes, this is crazy. You're hair for a change.
And you were laughing about it?
Of course I was. I was notating everything, taking notes on the take. Like, yeah, this is a good take for me. Of course I was. Why wouldn't I be? Woo, Shakita, my girl, mix in some bergamot or some tea tree oil from your local hair place. Make your hair a little bit better, honey. Please. Hunts Vegas, huh? More like, Bad Take 80s, suckers. Bad Takeville, Huntsville, Alabama. Get y'all mind rights down there by the Tennessee River in the Tennessee Valley. Okay, another bad take. I'm gonna stop before we go move forward, Jay. Why is Huntsville, Alabama, considered in the Tennessee Valley? Because I could have sworn it's Alabama, not Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
They call it Tennessee Valley, but it's in Alabama.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
And there's a random take that I know about Huntsville, Alabama, because I've been there enough. That don't make no sense to me.
Not at all.
So, shout out to Jordan Lane in Huntsville, Sparkman Drive in Huntsville, I-65 in Huntsville, Decatur Avenue in Huntsville. Shout out to all y'all. I know about y'all city. I just messed with a chick down there, so I know all about it. Ain't nothing there, but I know all about it, though. This show's already started off great. What else you got for us, Jay?
Yes. A man that was sentenced to 47 years in prison, he reacted by punching his own lawyer. His lawyer. And this happened over in Ohio this time. So now they're filing additional charges against him. The defendant's name is David Chilston. And he was very unhappy when he was sentenced to 47 years in prison, which is understandable. But, however, his reaction did not help his case out when he sucker punched his own lawyer. David Chilston was in a Cleveland courtroom on Tuesday for a sentencing hearing that involved nearly 24 charges, including assaulting his girlfriend and setting fire to a Warrensville Heights apartment building back in 2017. Chilston apparently didn't expect to be sentenced to nearly 5 decades behind bars because immediately after his sentencing, he punched his lawyer, Aaron Brockler. The courtroom security, they got on Chilston and subdued him and got him away from him. And his lawyer, he suffered various facial injuries as well as a possible concussion. Oh, man, he must have punched him pretty good.
Oh, he did. The video was great. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, so now he's facing additional charges on top of his already 47 years.
Whew. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I might do the same damn thing David did. I ain't gonna lie, Jay.
Dang.
If I get hit on a bid that tough, you to be my lawyer, what were you doing? Yes, we'll take that charge. Yes, 2 years. 2 years. 2 years. So he got 2 years for every charge. They gave him 2 years for every charge, probably. He had 24 allegedly, or so. So this is my thing. The problem with David had a public defender. And public defenders, prosecutors, and DAs are all boys. They go out on Friday nights. So when you don't got no money, you're screwed. You get a public defender, but the public defender works for the county court system. So they know the police, they know the DA, they know the judge, prosecutor. So they're all in cahoots.
Yeah, they are.
They're the same team. So that's the part about having no money in the judicial system. Yeah, they give you a public defender, but they give you one. They assign one to you. That should tell you right there you're behind the 8 ball.
Yeah.
If you can't afford outside counsel, you're screwed. So
yeah, you literally are.
I get David's frustration because it's like his public defender just, set him up for the field and then fight hard enough for him. So I understand why he's mad.
He let them railroad him.
Yeah, so I understand why my man hauled off and hit dude in the face. Not condoning it, but I understand it. And just know people, they're all intertwined. The court clerks, the court clerks, the secretaries in the courtroom, the judge, the DA, the prosecutors, public defenders, they're all under the same umbrella. They work for that same city or county. You just a pawn in their system. So David learned the hard way.
Unfortunately, 47 years, that's a hard pill to swallow. That's literally, you might as well call that 50 years. So let's say he's even just 20. I don't know how old he is. Then he's not getting out until he's at least 70.
Exactly. His life is over.
Yeah, and by the time he gets out, that's retirement age. And since he's obviously not going to be working because he's going to be locked up, well, he's probably not even going to get Social Security benefits.
Nah, my man getting nothing. He'll be on food stamps. That's all. Just food stamps. That's all you got is food stamps. Woo-wee. That is 2 terrible takes. But have no fear, because the boss is right here. Next segment, Bad Takes, Part 2. Bossman J back with you. Stay with us on the Bossman Show, Bossman Radio Network, which is always on your radio. After break, more Bad Takes. Stay with us here on the Bossman Show.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting or Twitter at Coach TWill24 or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
All right, folks, back here on the Bossman Show. More Bad Takes with Boss and Jay. It's a story, Jay, I want to cover. Hits home here in Atlanta because there are hundreds of Super Bowl workers who claim they have not been paid for the Super Bowl event here in Atlanta that was held here earlier in February. And my thing is this, Jay. I know usually when you work, you're paid 2 weeks behind, per se. So you work your 2 weeks, put in your time, and they pay you after the 2 week pay period. That's how it works. But Super Bowl is not really like a pay period. That's a week of events for 1 week. So you expect Super Bowl leaves Atlanta, you will be paid.
Right, of course.
And hundreds of workers who spent many hours, Jay, some working double shifts, some working 24-hour shifts, if you believe it or not, around the clock keeps the events going around the city, are now, it's after weeks of Super Bowls left town, and they have not been paid yet. And it makes you wonder, when people work special events, how can you trust to be paid if the biggest event in the city, Super Bowl, does not pay you? And how can you be confident you'll get paid for working another event in the city? I think this sets the city up for failure. Black eye. It makes our stadium looks bad, makes our city looks bad, makes our whole ambiance look bad. Atlanta already has some black eyes in Atlanta already. And now people come to work for Super Bowl, travel out of town now, Jay. Now, some local, some not local, travel here to work Super Bowl week and don't get paid weeks later, still waiting on paychecks. Like, to me, that is so just dirty and petty when people leaving their families, traveling on their own dime, and just cover a premier event only to be screwed after the fact.
Yeah, that is so messed up, especially for the people who traveled out of town. They had to spend money to even get there, probably had to stay at a hotel, which costs money per night or per week. So they're actually screwed twice, because they're screwed out of the money that they should have been paid for, and they're screwed out of the money that they paid to get there in the first place. That is just so messed up, and it's like Super Bowl is one of the biggest events of the year in this country, so they made millions upon millions of dollars, so there's no reason not to pay these people.
Exactly. And, those workers aren't getting paid that much, I don't think. I don't know.
No, probably minimum wage or close to it, maybe no more than $15 an hour.
And so you're working all these hours on your feet, trying to direct people around the city who are all here, and you leave with nothing, especially the ones who are out-of-towners. So this is my thing. If you don't have the money to pay them, why did you bring them in anyway?
In the first place.
Or you're hoping you just need the manpower and you figure out the rest later.
I think it was greed. Just being dirty and greedy.
Like, it boggles my mind because, I deal with support staff all the time because, covering the games. I deal with support staff when I get there. Support staff when I'm around the arena or stadium. So it's like, I understand support staff. I get it. That's a hard gig dealing with the people. For me, I have a media credential, so they don't bother me like that. It's more, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. But for the people deal with the fans all the time, and, people trying to get places they shouldn't be, or try to, bend the rules a little bit, and they come to town, you don't pay them. That's pathetic.
Yeah, that's trifling.
So, I hope y'all get paid. I hate it for you guys. But it's just one of them things. Now, Jay, we have a bad take from an NBA player who posted on Twitter. You're going to love this take. Everybody has God-given talents. Keep that in mind. Mine just so happens to be slanging this wood in my pants.
That's his God-given talent? That's what he went with and then posted this publicly?
Yes, you're the NBA. That's your take. Not that you're an NBA basketball player. No, forget that. Everybody has God-given talents, period. Mine just happens to be slinging this wood in my pants.
Wow. That's all I can say is wow. First of all, that's not a talent, in my opinion. That's not a talent.
Exactly.
Like anybody can do that.
Yeah, even animals can do that, my man. Like, animals get that take, even. Like,
yeah.
Dude, you're on the New York Knicks. Now, I know they're not very good, but still, you're on the Knicks. And That's your take?
Yeah, that's his take.
Slanging. Mine happens to be, quote, to be slanging this wood in my pants. This is a horrible take. Wow. Sir, please get your mind right, sir. Because that
immediately.
Take is pathetic at best. Pathetic at best. Now, this is a take from my alma mater, TSU, Tennessee State University. Jay, I happen to be in the bookstore, and why is there a weed vending machine in the damn bookstore?
A weed vending machine?
Weave, yes. A weed vending machine in the bookstore. Please tell me why.
Yeah, I couldn't even come close to telling you why, because first of all, I've never heard of a hair vending machine and a bookstore in the same sentence. I wouldn't want to buy my weed from a vending machine, period. And I don't know why a vending machine is at a bookstore, why they thought that this was going to be a good idea.
Jay, here's what I'm reading. I see Brazilian deep wave. I don't know what that means. Brazilian wavy, straight, Brazilian deep frontal, Brazilian deep closure. I don't know what the hell that means. Brazilian wavy frontal. I don't know what this crap means, but there is a weave. The weave. I saw women, or students rather, student women, going to the vending machine and getting, quote, these, quote, straights and Brazilian wavies out of the vending machine. I was perplexed.
Yeah, that's not cool at all. I mean, so the bookstore just decided, like, hey, yeah, while people are shopping for books, let's just go ahead and throw in a hair weave vending machine there, too?
Yes.
And then you have people actually buying it.
In a college bookstore of all places, you know?
What?
Tennessee State University is my alma mater, HBCU in Nashville. And we constantly make fools of ourselves at TSU. This is no different. Why in God's green earth do we have a weed vending machine in our bookstore?
Yeah, at all. I know me, I wouldn't be buying my hair at a vending machine. If I ever see something like that, I'm not buying it. It just doesn't jive well. It doesn't sound right. Like, oh yeah, I got my Brazilian hair bundles from this vending machine up the road.
Yeah, why would you have it in a college bookstore? But the problem is, I saw young ladies buying their weave after coming from class, getting their weave from the bookstore. It just hurt
that's
my
crazy.
Soul. It burned my soul.
I know it did.
Thinking to myself, why am I even here supporting this school? Why did I even go to school here? Why did I get my master's degree here? Why did I get my undergrad degree here? Why? If we're going with weed vending machine takes, how
they went with that.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, Jay. And they tell me it's been good for business. What? It's been good for business. How? We have more traffic. Really? So you trying to tell me that little jabroni heifers who come in here, get their little hair, buy candy from you, or whatever. Yeah, they buy drinks and they buy food. I'm looking at the lady like, staring at her hole through her face, Jay, like I want to punch her. I was David. I didn't hear her. She said, "Are you upset, sir?" You damn right I'm upset. This is embarrassment to my alma mater. You all are making a mockery of this university, the fact that you have a weed vending machine, and these helpers coming in and buying it out of the machine.
Different folks for different strokes, but that's crazy.
Yes. And then I also learned, and this is another thing I learned while I was there. In the library, they have hair rooms.
Hair rooms? What, that's where they get their hair done?
Yes, at the school's library.
That's so ratchet.
First of all, I could have sworn libraries were for, quote, reading and studying. I could have sworn that was for research. Reading, studying, and research. I could have sworn that's what libraries are for, right?
Yeah, that's what they're for.
I didn't know this new wrinkle called cosmetology in libraries. I didn't know about this new wrinkle that they have now called cosmetology. Jay, I put my face in my hands so I wouldn't start cussing.
Yeah, that is crazy. A hair room in the college library? That's crazy.
This new wrinkle hair. Like, what?
So they buy their hair at the vending machine and then they make their way to the library to get their hair done?
Correct.
That's interesting.
Only at an HBC, right? Only at a black school, right? Would that go down? Like, let's mix in a new wrinkle hair to our libraries. Yeah, library. Cosmetology. Yeah, let's make it. What?
Yeah, that made no sense.
Only at Tennessee State University. Tennessee State University never ceases to amaze me. TSU, you got to do better, TSU. Tennessee State Administration, please take this ridiculous vending machine out of the bookstore, first of all, and then close up these library, quote, hair rooms. Libraries are not made for cosmetology. They're made for reading, research, and studying.
Yep.
And doing homework. Or another wild card, picking up a date. Okay. I'm just saying.
Yep, that's true.
So, that is our bad takes. And Jay, I'm going to say they got worse. They ain't getting any better.
They sure didn't.
As we say, bad takes get even worse takes. These takes were worse. So, bad takes are over, folks. But up next is the Boss Report, two-parter of stories going to blow your mind. After the break, Boss and Jay, Bossman Show, BossmanShow.com, Bossman Radio Network. Check us out. We're out. Bad takes done. Boss Report on the way. Bossman Show on your radio.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consultant, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
All right, folks, back on the Bossman Show. Boss and Jay here. It's time for the Boss Report. Jay, we just covered the bad takes. It's time for some more with the Boss Report. Are you ready to hear this madness we got coming?
Yep.
All right, folks, been waiting on it. It's time for it. It's here. It's the Boss Report. First story is, Jay. Offset blames blogs for Cardi's copious insecurities within their marriage, not him allegedly humping hoes to North Atlanta Adams.
Also, that makes absolutely no sense. The media and the blogs are just simply reporting what's going on. If anybody made her insecure, he made her insecure on his own, not the media and blogs, based off of his own actions.
Exactly.
You don't blame the blogs.
Yes, he's blaming the blogs. And he named some.
How dare they do their job?
Exactly. A set is tripping for real. Like, bruh, just be faithful. That's all.
Yep.
Man, your girl's popping. She don't look bad. She's popping. Just come to the Hawk game and chill with your woman, dude. That's all I'm saying. Chill with your lady. Now, Jay's story is gonna blow your mind. Florida man is arrested after being caught with cocaine stuffed Lunchables in his cooler. After being caught masturbating behind the dumpster at Walgreens.
What is up with these people masturbating in public places? And then he puts the coke in some Lunchables.
In a cooler.
What is going on here? That's a snack.
First of all, why would a grown man eating a Lunchable anyway?
Right, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, why is an adult eating Lunchables in the first place? That's a kid's snack. Out of all things to put that in, and then he decides to handle his business behind a dumpster. What happened to hotels? Your house?
Walgreens, like of all places, Walgreens. You get some prescription, my man. You get you some to fire you up from the pharmacy. What?
I know, right? Like, what happened?
Like, dude, really? Whew. I mean, that's a loaded story right there. Loaded, but terrible. Oh, yes. We got some politics, as usual. Democratic Maryland delegate Mary Ann Lasanti apologized after calling Prince George's County a N-word district while at a cigar bar.
She can keep her apology. She knew what she was doing when she first said it. Now when she gets the backlash, now she wants to apologize. That's what they all do. They'll make their little racist remarks, and then as soon as they get the backlash and people start coming for them, now they want to apologize. It shouldn't have been said in the first place.
Amen. I'm with you there. Look here. I have people I deal with who are white, but I have no doubt in my mind that majority of white people have let that word slip out of their mouths at some point in time. When they amongst their white people. Not around us, of course, but when they're amongst in their white houses and their white delegations, they say the word. And I expect it. So, okay, this is just my personal take. I expect with most white people, I'm JR or the Bossman as long as we're on the same page. If I piss them off, I'm an N-word. You know? So,
yep, that's how it goes.
That's how I just take it. It's par for the course with me. So, not surprising. Here we go again. And Democrats are tripping again. I mean, come on. Y'all gotta get your minds right to beat this fool in 2020. Come on now. So, we got a Florida man arrested for trying to pay a bar tab with a rock. First problem.
You know what?
And pulled out a briefcase saying, quote, this briefcase contains either a bomb or a baby or both.
What?
Yes.
What is going on with people only in Florida? I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I didn't know a rock was being used as currency, and then he brings a briefcase and says that either he has a bomb in there or a baby or both. What is wrong with him?
Woo! Yeah. My man's on something. That Flocka, that high tech, that meth. Something got him on his level. Something.
Yep.
We got some HTML code here, bold. balance coding salons reminding everyone that Black Planet's bike and glittery guest book signing ensued. So Salon is releasing her stuff on Black Planet. I didn't know there's even a site anymore. I thought that site was dead.
Yeah, from what I'm understanding, she's bringing it back now. Because that's what I thought too. Like Black Planet, nobody's really talked about Black Planet for years now. So I guess with her, releasing on Black Planet, now you're probably going to have more signups on there now.
Yes, because I used to use that when I was in college in early 20s, Black Planet. But now, I ain't been on that site in years. I don't know my password even. That's how long it's been.
I don't think anybody does.
Black Planet, my goodness. Oh, yes. Feds indict a Florida man who duped a Texas school district out of $2 million with an email scheme. An email scheme? $2 million with an email scheme? Come on, you gonna give money off an email, not talk to them directly? Are you kidding me?
Right, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, how did he manage to do that? Like, how did he concoct this scheme and send out a few emails to the school and he copped $2 million from them? It's like, what sales pitch did he do?
It must have been some IT stuff. No, IT stuff gets people all excited. Had to be some IT stuff. It had to be.
Yep.
Because IT is kind of emails, kind of that, that soft pitch. You don't really got to talk. I'm going to send you what we can do for you. I assume it's
right,
IT
but they
stuff.
should have at least, spoke to him or verified or did some type of check. Google's your best friend.
Yeah, that would be prudent if I'm over money in a school district. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We got Tommy Lee's replacement on Love Hip Hop Atlanta, Jay. Monique Slaughter is slated to take Tommy's place on the cast and date Tommy's former cast boyfriend, Scrap De Leon, who is now out of jail.
Oh, excuse me. Well, I mean, Tommy, all she did was really fight, and she has some anger issues. I don't know what Tommy is so angry about, but she just seems so angry.
And she in jail still.
And that's probably where she needs to be at. She's always starting something or always in some type of drama.
Yes.
So I think that was probably a good move.
So, yeah, Monique's in, Tommy out. We got this, just another night in the Keys for a Florida man who tries to run over another Florida man after a fight in a bar, does donuts, and flashes his Johnson in the parking lot.
What's up with people flashing and masturbating in public? What is going on? And I mean, dang, he was that angry that he tried to run the man over? It is not that serious.
Down in the Keys tripping.
They tripping hard. It is not that serious.
Yes, man. Oh, man. This is a shake my head story right here. New York State professor says CUNY illegally seized and lost priceless Black history documents that cost $12 million in research and value.
So CUNY College lost $12 million worth of Black history documents?
Yeah, they're right.
How did documents just allegedly just get lost? They don't have a library or some type of storage room where they store important documents?
Exactly. They must be opening a hair room there too.
You know what? Somebody tossed those documents. That's what I feel. Somebody tossed. You don't just lose documents. Somebody threw them out.
Exactly. Some went down. It was shady right there. And we got this. Florida man is charged with throwing a toilet at an East St. Louis Board of Education meeting. How you get
he threw a where did he even get it from? He was went in the bathroom and just use some tools and just unhinge the toilet and just threw it? I mean, where did he get it from?
How's we get it into the chambers to throw?
Yeah, like how does this work? Nobody noticed that the man had a toilet with him.
Man, that's something right there, boy. That is something right there. That's out of control. Like, dude, really? Man, oh man. We got this. Florida man saves a rattlesnake, carries it around downtown, wraps it around his head, and puts the snake in Duval County police car.
Oh, heck no.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't like snakes. I'm scared of snakes, whether they're poisonous or not. And he decided to save the rattlesnake, carry it around with him, wrap it around his head, and then put it in a Duval County police officer's car?
Yes.
How do they even get access to the car? Don't they lock their doors?
They was inside at Wendy's.
Ah.
Once again.
That's dirty. So then when the officer got in that car and saw that snake, oh, what?
Yes. Yeah, he hit him with the flicks. Like, here you go. I got something for you, player. Boom. The rattler.
Yeah, I would have freaked out if I opened up my door and saw a snake of any kind in my car. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's a pretty pathetic take right there. And
yeah, that is.
Final one of this Boss Report 1. A Brooklyn playground, BK, where it said defaced with swastikas as number of hate crimes in New York City have jumped sharply since Trump has took office.
Yep, that's pretty much true. Since he took office, it's like it was a green light for the racists to just come out. You know, a lot of racist people have been more vocal. They're getting, they growing balls now, basically. And they're just saying and doing whatever that they want to do with little to no repercussions for it. But a playground, come on now, that's low.
In Brooklyn, too? Because I don't think Brooklyn's a very white part of New York. I think the white people more in Randall's Island or Manhattan or Staten. Not in the
You do actually have white people in Brooklyn, believe it or not. Brooklyn's more gentrified now.
Wow, did not know that.
But still, that's low, regardless of what side of town it is. That's low to do that at a playground. The kids don't deserve that.
Not at all. Gotta do better. So our white brothers and sisters, y'all must do better as we go through 19. My white brothers and sisters. So, folks, that's Boss Report Part 1. We got Boss Report Part 2 for you after the break here on the Bossman Show, Bossman Radio Network, and BossmanShow.com. We here, Boss and Jay are still on your radio. One more segment after the break. Boss Report Part 2. So you can stay with us on the Bossman Show.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consultant, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting or Twitter at Coach TWill24 or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
All right, folks, back in the Bossman Show, Part 2 with Jay Monique. Jay, Part 1 was kind of crazy. I know that story about my man masturbating a rattlesnake probably stuck with you.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, this part 2 might stick with you some as well. So, folks, you've been waiting on it. It's time for it. It's here. It's the Boss Report. First story is a Florida man, Jay, leaves a traffic stop, but leaves his driver's license behind, so he was caught again.
Yeah, that was smart. If somebody's gonna flee the scene, you don't leave behind your ID. You just don't do that. That was dumb.
Super dumb. Like, dude, really? Why you're a dumb criminal in the Florida jail system now, jabroni? Now,
Yep.
we got don't shake my head moment. First of all, a black ex-Trump campaign staffer, you're black working for Donald Trump's campaign, already a problem, files a federal lawsuit claiming he kissed her without consent during the campaign in 2016.
Okay, so the black woman that was working for the Trump campaign, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Trump kissed her when she was 16?
No, during the 2016 campaign, he kissed her without consent.
Oh, he kissed her without consent.
And she's suing him for emotional stress and all that kind of stuff after the fact.
Yeah, after the fact. Like, come on now. And there's other claims that Trump sexually harassed other women as well. That's why I can't understand. They went after Bill Cosby so hard and the others so hard, but yet Trump's still sitting there.
Exactly. Yeah, when you don't go after Weinstein and them dudes, go after R. Kelly and Bill Cosby, go after Weinstein, okay? That's all I'm saying. Be fair about it. So, here we go. This is another stupid one. Florida man fakes DUI trial to propose to girlfriend.
He faced a DUI trial to propose to his girlfriend. That's not romantic.
Not at all.
Like, I get that he wanted to maybe do something different, but that's just way too different. Like, that's just messing with her emotions for no reason. First, she's already riled up because she thinks that he has a real DUI charge, and then he turns around and proposes to her. I'm wondering if she said yes.
Unfortunately, she did.
Oh, gosh.
They're destined to fail.
Yeah, with a take like that, with that type of proposal, no. He might as well just propose to her in the Walmart parking lot.
Hell yeah. At least it's not faking a DUI trial.
Yeah.
No, I have it better. At the Walmart restaurant. No, yeah, restaurant at Walmart. There's new addition to Walmart restaurants now.
Mm-hmm.
Or the optical, or the hairstylist at Walmart, or the Walmart bank. Try those places, please. I would go with that. We got this. Ayo! Tiger grabs for security guard's gun as he's hilariously hemmed up and kicked out of Floyd Mayweather's party.
So Tyga thought that grabbing a security guard's gun was a good idea, and how far exactly did he expect to go with that? That was stupid.
He still got kicked out.
And he still got kicked out.
Yup. Another poor take by Tyga.
Among many others, yep.
Exactly. Like, here we go. Florida man canoes away from police after stealing car, but get this, the pond was surrounded by SWAT men.
You know what? He's so dumb, so if he even canoed from one end to the other, he's still going to get captured anyway. There's nowhere to go.
It's pathetic, ain't it?
Pathetic. These people are dumb.
Very dumb.
That was his getaway plan? A canoe?
And it was surrounded by SWAT men at the only side of the pond. Dude, really. Ooh-wee. Here we go. We got a follicle feast. Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar wants to be president of the United States, but she wants a salad with a comb. How do you do that?
What? A salad with a comb?
Yes. How does one do that?
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get her request. She has a very weird and odd request.
Yeah, lady, please go to hell. Like, really? And let lady go to hell. Florida woman arrested after mooing a deputy in a vodka-fueled rant outside of Taco Bell.
These people, they just simply can't get it right at all, whatsoever. She decides to moo at the cop.
Yes. Outside
and decided that was a good idea.
Yeah, and now she's behind bars for it.
And she deserves to be. You don't do that. You don't provoke a cop. I mean, I'm quite sure she was in a drunken state, but it's like, still, lady, if you can't control your liquor, stay home.
Exactly, man. Oh, man. In wrinkly white people news, New England Patriots not too proud to pay owner Robert Kraft charged with soliciting prostitution at a human trafficking spa in Jupiter, Florida.
He's so nasty.
Very much so.
And that's so disgraceful. And he's supposed to be the head of the Patriots? Yes. And he's doing all this?
Yes.
See, when you think you know somebody, you really don't.
Got there right. Got there right. In this story right here. Florida man assaults his mother with pizza after she wouldn't give him $10 to go down to the store and get him some chips.
He did what to his mother with pizza?
Assaulted her with pizza. I'm not getting $10.
How do you assault somebody with pizza?
I have no idea. Throw it in their face, I guess. Or slang it in their face or something like that. I have no clue.
People are throwing too many objects lately. They're throwing toilets. They throwing pizza.
Pork chops. Burritos.
Frozen pork chops, burritos.
They're not weapons. I thought they wasn't weapons.
That's what I thought. I thought they were just food. You eat it. Not use it to assault somebody with.
Exactly.
Yeah, you deserve to be in jail. You're going to assault your mother with a pizza? Wrong.
We got this a sicko. California man convicted of breaking into home and sucking on a sleeping woman's toes and titties.
Yeah, he's definitely a sick one right there. He broke into her home, not to steal things, but to suck on her toes. First of all, sucking on somebody's toes is nasty.
Very much so. I agree.
That's just so weird.
Yeah, that's about to get even weirder. Florida man is arrested after recording himself having sex with his dog at a spring training baseball game. Jesus.
Okay, number one, that's nasty. Humans shouldn't be doing anything with animals. And number two, if somebody's going to do something, you don't record it.
Exactly.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I don't understand it.
I don't either.
Yes, we got this. A Florida man is attacked by a naked girlfriend after he turned her down for sex.
What?
And gets her arrested.
Oh, wow. Talk about role reversal. The naked girlfriend is actually the person that attacked the man?
Yes, with a
rake. And
he
refused her?
Yes. And she attacked him with a rake that she went and bought from Home Depot, they say.
Oh, well, see, that makes sense. Now that makes sense why she was arrested. Yeah, she can't be doing that, going around attacking somebody with a rake because they refuse you.
Like, what are we doing here?
I mean, is it really that good that she had to attack him because he didn't want to give it up? Oh, man.
Yeah. Oh, man. Here we go. Florida man who goes by the name of the, quote, topless handyman shows up at job site with no permit and no tools, learns it's an undercover sting, and gets arrested for unlicensed contracting.
That's it. That's it. He got arrested for unlicensed contracting. So he showed up at the job, what, naked?
Naked with no permit and no tools. Pathetic, ain't it?
Oh man, what a way to show up at the job site naked, no permit, and no tools to even do your job with. I can tell you this: most Florida contracting jobs require the people to have their own tools.
Yeah, and this jabroni just shows up with only one tool, obviously.
Exactly. He didn't even show up with clothes, nothing. Like, man.
I'm ready to work today. Got my hammer.
Like, hi, I'm here.
Jesus Christ, help us all. Alright. Florida man arrested, slapping woman with a bowl of chili after she kept farting at the dinner table.
He slapped her with a bowl of chili?
Yes, for farting at the dinner table. Well, sir, you're having chili. That might cause some gas. I'm just saying.
People need to stop attacking people with food. This is just getting too much.
My mate is hitting her with chili because she's firing off missiles out of her ass. Like, what the hell?
He must have been really offended.
Man, that smell must have been pathetically bad. Him do all that.
They were out at a restaurant when she was doing this?
Not at the house.
Oh, I'm over here thinking that she was at a restaurant or something, and then I'm thinking, okay, well, I could kind of see why somebody would be upset and offended if she's out in a public place doing that. Not to say that gives him the right to attack her with chili, but she was at home, and then he decides to attack her with chili?
Yes, because she was
They're eating chili.
What do you expect, sir?
Beans are going to do that, naturally.
Oh, God. Pathetic. And the last one we got today is this. Florida man arrested after becoming impatient on his way to the porn store and having a wreck. Jerking his monkey.
You know what? What got him that excited while driving?
You're already going to the porn store.
He was already on his way to the porn store anyway.
Like, sir, what's your deal? Like, really?
Right.
You couldn't wait till you got to one of them private rooms at the porn store to finish off your meal? I mean, like, come on.
And then he had to do it while driving? Why not even just pull over or something even?
Oh, these people make no sense.
He was whacking off while driving and then got an accident. I do not feel sorry for him.
He deserves everything he got. The red card,
everything.
He deserves the charges. He needs to get it all. So, Jay, we're into today's Boss Report. What is your take on all the stuff we've heard today?
People need to stop masturbating in public and need to stop attacking each other with food.
I agree. Look here. Keep your hands on the wheel. And if somebody makes you mad, take a walkabout before you reach for your nearest frozen pork chop, bag of popcorn, chili, pizza, whatever you can think of. Take a walkabout, woosah, come back to it. Hopefully it'll be better once you return. If not, walk away for the night or the day and try again the next day, okay? So folks, that's Boss and Jay, Boss Report Part 2. Check us out, like I told you, BossmanShow.com, Boss Report. We are out.
And if you don't know, now you know, you know.